Fuel prices in the country have remained high for 6 consecutive months, with a litre of petrol and diesel averaging over 6,000 shillings at most pump stations. Motorists are finding it hard to fuel their vehicles, given that the current economic situation in the country is really tough for most average Ugandans. The cost of fuel has now forced some bus operators to ground their vehicles.
To fuel a bus from here up to Nairobi, you need almost 4 million, which is not possible. And operating from here up to Dar es Salaam, you need almost 7 million.
Mafuta ndio imeleta kila kitu isimame.
This has forced also almost 200 to 300 people to be jobless within the park here.
Others say they have incurred abnormal losses in fueling their buses, and this has forced them to consider other options that could minimize losses.
Somehow we have to make sure that maybe we also reduce on the number of buses that we are sending out. That also somehow speaks into the amount of money we're going to spend on fuel.
The number of passengers has equally dropped, and few buses that are still operational often depart designated terminals with half capacity.
A bus leaves Namaiva bus terminal here with only 15 people. 15 people from Kampala to Gulu, you need to fuel a bus almost 1.7. But before it used to be 800,000. So 1.7, each passenger is paying 40,000. So 40,000 times 15, you can't even fuel half of the what? Half of the bus.
Wateja hawapatikani. Gari inazapata wateja 10, 12, 15. Kipiga hisabu mafuta na wafanyakazi inakuwa hasara.
Even the few passengers who board these buses still begin to pay a relatively smaller bus fare than that charged.
People are crying, the word is economy all over. So there's no way we can think of hiking, yet people cannot already afford the fares we are charging.
Most bus companies that have suspended operations are not sure of when they will resume business. However, some say they will be back on the roads as soon as fuel prices are lowered, although it's unclear when this will be. Transporters anticipate that more bus companies are likely to shut their operations if fuel prices continue increasing. Now, this means that hundreds of people are likely to lose their jobs if the situation remains the same. It remains to be seen if authorities will intervene and help save several businesses that are on the verge of collapsing. Daniel Kibet, NTV.